Hi there, I'm Peg, and welcome to my studio.
Hey friends, it's Peg, and I'm here working my life away. Thought I'd share a few things with you because sometimes you sit in your own life and you think about, well, what is it I'm doing, and am I accomplishing anything, and where is this headed, and where am I going to go? So, um, yeah, what I do is I sit down with my calendar and I try to figure out just what's going on in my life. Mm, sorry about that. I needed a little sip. So let's bring you down to my desktop and we will take a look at some of the things that I've been doing this month. Change camera. There we go. So get this turned around here so I can talk. So September. One of the things I do in here is I write little thoughts. And I was watching something the other day. Anyway, you see here I said literacy and justice for all. Ignorance is no excuse, ask a judge. I mean, where do I come up with this stuff from? Anyway, as you can see, my calendar has become quite full this month already. So I'm going to put this aside because I worked on this for a little bit this morning, trying to figure out what direction my life is going. And it goes in a lot of different directions at once. One of the things that I've been doing is working on putting together a book that has all of these different keto recipe things, because I've been gathering things, as I go along and try to figure out what I'm doing. I've been gathering different recipes to use, and you can use a standard recipe and just substitute keto things in there, but that wasn't what I was doing. I was putting this together. So in order to do that, I had to drag a different printer up from the basement. And that's the other thing I've been doing, is I've been rearranging my studio all over the place. These are something I'm working on. Next month, I'm going to go to take a class with a friend of mine who is doing eco dyeing, and so she's going to teach me all about that. Oops, the messages are starting to come in. Okay, so I gotta get stuff rolling here this morning. The other thing I've been doing this month is I am trying to learn new things, right? So I signed up for some classes at the college, and what I'm doing is I'm learning how to do this kind of stuff with Adobe Illustrator. I've always wanted to know more about graphic design and illustration, and I have not been utilizing this. So I'm getting certified in Adobe. I picked this one up. I picked this book up at the secondhand bookstore, and I am working through the projects for class. Some of the projects were, creating a wrapping paper and all this other stuff. These are making a, what do they call these things? What's your personal card? Business card. Making a business card. Okay. So, you can see I put some notes out here, things that I want to modify and change, but I'm getting somewhere. I'm starting to make headway. The other was doing a graphic layout, doing a page layout. So, I'm working on learning how to put things into the background and lay them out on the page. So that's taken up some of my time this month, which is one of the reasons I have not been doing a lot of videotaping. because I need to do this homework type of stuff for classes. Okay. That's one thing I'm doing. Another thing is when I start cleaning up my studio and moving things around, is I find stuff, right? Let me get this out a little bit more. I find things. So, I was unpacking some boxes. What do you do when you unpack boxes? Well, you find cardboard, right? This is some packing, it's cardboard. And so I thought, well, this would make a really nice journal cover. So I took some of those and I cut them down for some small journals. You can do this too. Just take any packing. And then what I'll do is I'll take some gesso, coat this all up with some gesso, put my holes in to sew my signatures, and I will have some journals. Now, I also have these other pieces that are left over. So I have these layering pieces that I can use in collage or an element. So, I'm cutting these down. These strips, this gave me an idea of making some strip things. Let me show you what I'm talking about. And these are all things that you can do. I get distracted. Do I get distracted? I get distracted. These are all things that you can do real easily. So here's a strip of chipboard. Now you can make it as thick or thin as you want because there are layers in here, and you can take these layers and you can pull them apart. You can make this however you want to make it. But and you may just want to colorize this and use the texture part of this. You can do that. So let me get some paper. Let me see. See what I have here. I've got a binder with just some stuff. Here's some papers that are kind of interesting, right? So let me tear a piece of this. That's a little bit bigger on the end than I want it. So just tear that, make some more scraps that I can use on something else, right? And then this one, I think would be kind of cool with it. This is some, I think this is just some, maybe deli or something like that, that's got some paint and scrunched up and things on it. So that's kind of cool. Let's get those two. What else have I got in here? Oh, I like that piece. I'm just digging, see, I'm just digging through a pile of stuff that was in my stash. Scraps of this and that. Oh, that's kind of cool. And so is that. All right, what else have I got in here? Oh, here's a nice piece of map. Let's take this and let's start with, I need to tear this down too. let's see, my journal is, I'll probably make this into 2. So let me get my scissors. Cut that in half. Same thing with this. I'll just tear this down. Okay. So now I've got this. And my glue. I can start my layers like this. I might need some more of that gold. Yeah, it looks like. Looks like I will. So let me add that to the map. Where'd that piece of gold go to? Or maybe I'll use something else on the other one. I don't know. I don't know. Here we are. I've got some more of this. All right. Oop. Making a mess, like I do. So there's that. And that. And this is a little longish. So I'm just going to tear that back. Nothing hard about this, right? All right, so we got this piece. It's just using up stuff I got laying around. Okay, so we've got that. Now I should figure out what I'm going to put that on, right? Here's a journal I've been working in. So this maybe, maybe it goes something like this in here. May not want that orange now that I'm looking at it. So I may want to change that to something else. So let's look at our scraps. Whoops. I tell you, never know what's going to happen here. Oh, that's a nice piece right there. And see how you can just start pulling out stuff from your scrap pile. That's kind of good there. Don't want green. That blue's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a little card I made. Those would work. See how you can just go through and say, oh, yeah, that would work on there. Oh, there's a nice little flower. Probably need some words and things. What's this? There. Yeah, we could do that. So see how you can very easily start building your page components just with scraps like these borders and make something fun with all of these things. Now, I'm going to, this is a jumbo wall sticker. I think that's probably from the dollar store. So, you can use things from the dollar store. You can use them from all over. Don't know that I like the periodic, but I do like that flower. Don't know that I like this. So what if I went this way and pulled that out of there? And I can do some more doodling and things on here, or this could actually become something in a pocket. I could make this into a pocket. So you see how your mind can just get going here. And then like this says something about romance. Could go on there. Something about this could go on the back of this piece here. Oh, this blue. I think these are rub-ons. Yeah, they are. So that's kind of cool. That blue could maybe go right over the top of that. Yeah. Okay. So you can see where I'm headed with this whole thing. Putting a page together. Layering things up. Using what you have. You could even, this is just the top of that sticker thing. You could even use this like a page element. It can tuck in behind something. So, scraps. Yeah, got lots of scraps. All right, so where was I headed? Oh, we were talking about, yeah, let's go back to blogging about where I was and what I was doing. So, that's just one idea, something you can do. So if you do some borders or something like that, post it in Art Joy Sharing Facebook group or tag me on Instagram or something so that I can see what you do, your creations. And then the other thing I was looking at, my friend Barbara Clark had some time ago been doing something with her tissue boxes, Kleenex tissue. And they now have some pretty cool patterns on them, right? This just happens to be a generic facial tissue box from the drugstore. And it's got these really cool patterns on it. So, I mean, this can be incorporated into tucks and things on your pages. It can also be a window into something else. So I was cutting down one of these boxes for recycling because I was thinking this would make a cool layered something in a journal. Let me get this out of the way. So here's my journal. Got a page. It needed something. Where is it? Here it is. So there's nothing right now. Right now, there's nothing really going on here on these back pages. So if I wanted to, I could quickly cover those with something and, make a hole through here. And I could take something like this and I can put, this in here. This stuff can drop to the page behind, You can do all kinds of things because remember, we're doing things where you're looking through this month. Wonder if that focus, almost fits in there. You can almost read what that is, right? Not quite. This might be more fun. This is something I picked up when I was out in Seattle. So that would be fun on a page behind something, right? So think about that. Think about what you're doing. Another thing I found when I was cleaning up are these dollar store kids books, these little bitty ones. So I started gessoing this so that I got a surface I can work on. Because, it's just sitting here on my desk. Oh boy, I ramble a lot, don't I? I really am rambling today. We've been up since 4. Ron was having some issues, and so I was up taking care of him. And so now I'm in my space trying to figure out which direction am I going today. Because I got all this stuff. I might finish this page. I've been working on this journal a little bit. Just, putting some color and stuff in here. This is the other journal I was working in. Because, we can't just have one journal going at a time. So I might want to do something with that layering on this journal, because that's kind of a big piece. So maybe we'll do that. I don't know. We'll just play. We'll just have some good times. I hope you have a fun Sunday and that you have time to play today and talk to your friends and family and just enjoy the weather, because fall is here, and pretty soon here the leaves are going to be turning, and that inspires a whole nother art thing for me, so I get inspired by the colors of fall and all the things that go along with it, the pumpkins. I went shopping yesterday and found some new stores, some new places to go here in town. Last week I went to that women's art festival. This week I went to 2 places, and I'll stick a picture in here. Right here. One is called the Corner Store, and they get all kinds of things from local providers, the farms, the people that can and make all the good jams and jellies, and the cheese makers, and the people that are butchering and bring in their meat. I guess they grind their own ground beef there. So, that was interesting. It's fall harvest time. I'd like to go someplace and find some apples and, maybe process some apples for the pantry shelf, because I've been doing a lot of canning this year too. So what else did I want to do? Got a long list of things I want to do. I got to clear off the garden. I brought in a load of tomatoes, probably about 10 pounds of tomatoes, so I need to do something with them. And I need to clean up my green stalks and clear the rest of the garden off where, I've got some winter crops like Brussels sprouts and stuff like that are going to stay in the ground until it frosts, because Brussels sprouts are actually better after it frosts. But some of the more tender things, we may have frost in the next few weeks, and I need to start getting the yard cleaned up. So, yeah, I need to make a list, don't I, of priorities. Do you guys make lists of priorities? Tell me what you do. How do you stay organized? I hope I'm better organized now, because I did bring up some other equipment and other storage things from the basement and move things around in here. So hopefully this whole area is working better for me. I really like the light here much better now that I've got a window instead of being down in the dungeon in the basement. So, that's working. But anyway, I'm rambling. I need to get off of here and just get my day going. So thanks for hanging out with me. You guys are the best. You're the reason I'm here, and I love chatting with you. Drop me a note in the comments or in the community section, or over on Art Joy Sharing Facebook group, or in Instagram, any place that you are and you see me, and we can talk, because I love talking with you friends. So till next time, bye.